Every day, hundreds and hundreds of students at the University of Georgia stop by Jittery Joe's at the SLC to pick up their cups of Java, to get them through their morning classes, their afternoon slump, or their late night cramming sessions. Either way, it seems they don't take time to step back and realize how much coffee they go through and just how many people they're affecting by purchasing that one cup of Joe. So I decided I was going to find out for them. The first stop was the Student Learning Center's source, the Jittery Joe's Roaster.
On a weekly basis, we're doing about 2,800 pounds per week right now. At the high point season around Christmas, it gets up to about 3,500 pounds. For the summer, it'll be about 2,400. But it's always pretty busy. It keeps us roasting this week.
If they're roasting about 3,000 pounds of coffee a week, roasting almost every day, it makes you wonder who's involved in getting all those green beans here and where are they getting it all from? Where does this whole thing start?
And it gets its character from the soil, from the climate, and from how it's produced.
So I should start at the farm.
Starts at the farm. Yeah, for sure.
So I had my lead. It starts at the farm. More recently, Jittery Joe's has been making a move towards more conscientious purchases, considering the sources of their coffees and the effect these farms are having on their local communities.
Yeah, so at the level of buying coffee directly from the farms, which we buy our Nicaragua from Selva Negra in Nicaragua. It's a farm that's Rainforest Alliance, sustainable, whatnot, all the way. And they actually teach other farmers in their area how to do the same thing and get a better price for their coffee. We're doing the same thing with another farm in the Alto Mogiano region of Brazil, that's this coffee here. So we're buying that directly from a farm, and then we're working on buying coffee directly from Costa Rica, UGA Costa Rica project, and they're wanting to use that money to buy more land so those farmers can farm more coffee, and teach them the same practices and whatnot. And then we're also buying some from another farm in Brazil. And then we're working with another farmer in Honduras, Pablo's dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I hopped on a plane back home to Tegucigalpa, Honduras. The great dusty capital disappeared behind me as I rode up the mountain into the green, cool forest. 2-hour drive later and I was here, Las Palmeras Coffee Plantations, one of the 3 farms owned and operated by Jose Maria Agurcia. A local entrepreneur, Don Chem as he's fondly called, has been working closely with the La Tigra National Park Committee on restoring the nation's first area declared a national park by creating interest in the community to help maintain a healthy ecological environment around the park. In the last 10 years, the park had been steadily deteriorating around its borders. Local farmers were not tending to the land properly, and deforestation was becoming more of a problem. With the permission of the National Park Committee, Don Chemo was able to obtain the rights to farm within the park with the goal of reforesting the area, stimulating the local economy, and teaching local farmers proper agricultural techniques. La Cantadora is on the border of the nucleus of the park, and he has planted or reforested the area with up to now 41,000 coffee trees and about 1,100 different varieties of shade trees, along with a number of fruit-producing bushes and trees that will give shade and generate income for the community. Among the varieties, you'll find bananas, plantains, and other fruit trees. He's also planting a family of avocados called aguacatillos, whose fruit is feed for the local park inhabiting Quetzal population, a local bird and a source of pride for Central America. Harvesting goes on in his farms from late December or early January until around late March and early April. During the harvesting season, there's anywhere from 45 up to 80 people working every day, picking beans from farm to farm. The beans are brought down to the beneficio, where they're washed, qualified, separated, depulped, and dried. This whole process takes multiple days and requires anywhere from 5 to 10 people. Newer advances in technologies have made it so less people are needed to do the job. Single-man depulpers and washers, stacked screens for drying, all techniques that are being experimented with at the farm, but the reduction of employment opportunities is not what they're looking for. This keeps these farms running at a slower, highly involved, more meticulous pace that in the end results in a better, more artfully crafted bean. The only byproducts of the entire process are the fruit pulp and the honeys the pulp produces. At Las Palmeras, Jose Maria's goal is to use the waste and compost it to make fertilizer. Both the pulp and the honeys can be disposed of in a way that not only is good for the environment, but that teaches the local farmers how waste can be beneficial if tended to properly. Today, local farmers have their individual crops in the park and in the buffer zone, growing mainly strawberries and flowers of different varieties, carrots and other veggies for their own subsistence. Another work-generating farm that's recently emerged following in the footsteps of Jose Maria is a blackberry farm. Pretty cool operation producing blackberry wine, but still, his coffee farms remain the largest work-generating entity in the area, fueling the local economy and helping preserve the national park through proper agricultural practices, all thanks to his coffee.
Those are all good things for those farms and those communities, and at the same level of doing that there, we're trying to do that here with our own community. We do a lot of fundraisers for organizations, and we donate really thousands of pounds of coffee each year to organizations so that they can raise money.
Right.
So, which I think is a very important thing to do in your own community.
Whether it's back in Honduras or here in Athens, it seems coffee is trying to help out its local communities by spearheading movements that would be beneficial for everyone.
We try to set an example down here and at all our shops as far as riding our bikes to work and back if we can, and then make on all our deliveries. Like I'm getting ready to take 65 pounds to the Student Learning Center today on bike, and Vernon delivers on bike on Fridays. All the local places in town, Last Resort and the Palmas and the Grit, and everybody downtown gets their coffee by bike. So we just think that that's such an important way, not only just transportation, but through health of the community and the mental outlook of the community and whatnot. So
Reducing the carbon footprint too.
Just everything.
Yeah.
So that's something that we strongly believe in, and we're pretty rooted throughout the community in trying to support that.
From the cloud forest in the mountains of Honduras, where coffee helps reforest a national park, stimulate a local economy, and sustain a whole community, to here, Jittery Joe's, where we let Charlie Mustard and the Jittery Joe's team do their thing.
Would you drink that one cup of coffee? There's no going back. That's your cup of coffee. You better like it, yo.
Here in Athens, back in Honduras or Nicaragua or Brazil or wherever you want to go, we need to learn to take a step back and see how much a seemingly simple commodity like our morning cup of coffee can have such a meaningful impact on a community. We need to learn to go back to the farms and realize that people are involved, real people, and that our simple choices here in reality are much bigger than we think. So now you know. Next time you're looking for a pick-me-up, your early morning black coffee, your afternoon cappuccino, or your evening espresso, think about just how much has gone into you getting that delicious cup of joe.
I'll never know. I guess you're just waiting for me to stay.